So today we're going to be making a calculator app. What we're going to be learning is a little bit about inheritance, which is an object-oriented principle, some type coupling, a little bit about the scanner class, and some other cool features in Java. So the program is going to look like this. So I was already experimenting with it. So let me just exit and let me just load this up again. All right. So first thing we're going to do is greet the user. And we'll do all this in one string. It's called a multi-line string, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Alright, so we'll type any key to continue. We'll do 9. Let's do 9. 9 times 9. 81. Bam. 8. Let's just do 8. 8 times 8. 64. Bam. Look at that. Easy. It's just E to exit. Look, and we just get out like that. Nice and simple. So let's get on to the project. Alright. So first thing is going to be the multi-line string. I kind of want to just copy and paste this because I do not feel like going into, I don't feel like typing all this out again, so just bear with me real quick. Alright, so how you write a multi-line string is by using 3 quotations. So just 3 quotations like that. See there? And bam. That's a multi-line string. So basically whatever you type stays in this format. It's very useful. So just try practicing that every now and then. Alright, let's get into some other things. So inheritance is when you use another class in a class. You know what I'm saying? So let's say we want to use the values of an addition class. We will just call it by doing addition and the name equals new, and we call that class again with the parentheses. Alright, so I'll go over this again. So we're going to call the class addition. We're going to name it anything that we want. So I could do add, I could do anything. I just want to call it addition. And then equals new class. Alright. And there's another way that you could write it. So you could write it like this. Division. No. Put a little semicolon there. And then you could be like division equals new division. And you could write it like that. Either or. Whichever one you like more. Alright, now let's just call the other classes. Personally, I do these both ways, but I'm just gonna do it like this because it's gonna take up a few lines. And let's just do the subtraction too. Subtraction equals new subtraction. Boom. So that's done. That's inheritance right there. And we'll see what that does a little later. Alright, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna import the scanner class. Alright, so we're gonna do that by typing in import java.util.scanner. Alright, so just copy that code up there. And I hope you guys are coding along, because if you're not, you're not gonna learn none. So if you haven't been, go back and do that. Alright, so to call the scanner class, we're gonna call the class scanner. We're gonna name it anything that we want, and equals new scanner. See, kind of like what we did up here. But in these parameters, we're gonna type in system.in. Alright, so boom. That's how you call the scanner class. Let's look back at the terminal, and let's see. What was that first thing we asked them? We said type E to exit, any key to continue. Alright, so let's do that. So first things first, we're going to print. We're going to talk to the user to get that input. Sorry, my bad. Type E to exit, any key to continue. Oh, fun fact, a quick way to make a print statement if you have IntelliJ, just type sout, hit tab. It's that easy. Alright, so we're going to take this in as a string. So string, I'm going to name it exit equals sc.next. Make sure to include those open and close parentheses, and don't forget those semicolons at the end. Alright, so now we're going to put this in a while loop. So while the user wants to continue, or he presses any key, we're going to loop through this code. So while we're going to use that exclamation point because it's going to be a not. So while exit dot equals, because it's a string, we don't do this, we don't do this, we don't do that, we don't do none of that if we're working with strings, because it's bad practice. So get out of that habit. Alright, so we're going to exit dot equals E. If it doesn't equal E, then we're going to go through this code right here. So, alright, so next thing, we're going to take our first number. So we just do string num1 equals sc dot next. So I know what you guys are thinking. Why am I not taking an int or a double? Because we're going to be using doubles as a calculator. I don't do that because it's bad practice. You should take in the user inputs as strings and then convert it when you need it. Alright, it'll reduce errors in your code and it'll be way less stressful, man. Alright, so let's look at this next one. What are we going to be doing? We're going to be taking that operation. Alright, so string operation equals sc.next. If you guys look over here real quick, the acceptable types of operations are plus, the plus sign or add, the minus sign or subtract, the little slash or divide, or an asterisk or multiply. Alright, so those are the acceptable types that we could take from the user. Alright, now let's just make that num2 equals sc.next. Alright. Let's get into these conditions. Actually, you know what? Before we do anything else, let's start going into these classes and adding some code to it. So for addition, what do you think we're gonna do? Public double, we're gonna add the values, and in the parameters we're gonna take two doubles, a num1, just that first number that the users put, the first input or the second input, and num2. Alright, and what do you think we're gonna return? It's addition, so num1 plus num2. That's it. That's all you need. Literally, that's all you need to do. So if addition dot add values. Oh shit, I messed up. My bad. If operation dot equals plus, because we're taking that plus, you see, we're taking either this or this for addition. So we're going to do if operation dot equals plus or the input equals add, we're going to add it. So we're going to print out addition. So addition dot add values num1, num2. Alright. Oh wait, we gotta convert these. I forgot. So you guys know how there's an integer dot parse double. Oh, dot parse int. Oh, double's got the same exact thing. So double dot parse double. Num1. I'm just gonna do double dot parse double num2. And that's all you need to do. All you need to do. Alright, now let's run this, see how it works. Oh. Man, if you guys don't use IntelliJ, y'all should get it, man. This thing's like it's like a life hack. It's nice. It's gonna take a little bit to run, but it'll work. Alright, then press 1. And let's do 1 plus 1, 2. Is it gonna just loop forever? Yeah, 4, 5 plus 5, 15 plus 15. See, it's just gonna keep going forever. You know how we're gonna fix that? Look at this. So we're gonna make sure that we put the exit back here at the bottom too. So it asks the user again if they want to keep going or not. So exit equals sc.next. Alright, make sure we ask the user again too. So just copy and paste this below. And also, just to make it look cleaner, like we're doing something new, put it to a new line. So let's look at this again. So this is how it looked before. You see how it's not going to a new line after each iteration. So look at this. We're gonna rerun this. Let's do one time. Oh, see, I didn't do multiplication yet, but you know, it still works out. So you see how we can continue? We could choose to continue. So we'll do like 1 plus 9, 10. Let's just try to exit. Boom, it exits out. Alright, now let's finish these up. Let's do the division. So public double divide values. We're gonna take a double num1 and a double num2. And what do you think we're gonna turn? Turn num1. Oh, we're doing division. I was about to multiply. Divided by num2. Alright, now let's do multiplication. Multiply values. You guys can name these whatever you want, to be honest. It's your decision. So num1, and we're going to take the num2 and double num2. Alright. So return. What do you think we're going to return? Yeah, it's really that simple, man. Like it's really that easy. So public double. Now we're doing subtraction. Subtract values. And we're gonna take the double again. Num1, double, num2. And we're gonna return num1 minus num2. That's it. That's all we're doing. So now let's go back to the calculator and let's finish up these conditions. So another cool way that you can write a condition is on one line. So let me show you guys how to do that. So we'll do operation dot equals, and we'll do subtraction this time. So minus, or make sure I have that slash because we're doing or, because we're taking two different inputs just in case he wants to be smart. So subtract dot equals subtract. Oh, sorry, I was going to show you guys how to do it on one line. Alright, so how you would do it on one line is like this. And this will only work if the if statement is one line. Alright, if it's going to take more than one line, so let's say like you got to do something else like num1 plus num2. Or something like that. See, that code wouldn't work, but let's say like you got to do something else. Then you can't do this right here. You can't do what I'm about to show you. Alright, so it only works on one line if statements. So if operation dot equals minus or operation dot equals subtract, we're gonna print. So just do out subtraction dot add dot subtract values. Remember, we gotta convert these, so double dot parse double num1 and double dot parse double num2. Alright, do you guys see the problem here though with doing this? So you guys can tell already that it won't be necessary every time, because sometimes it'll just be too hard to read, it'll be too long. So let's just keep these like this right here. So let's do operation dot equals, let's do multiplication now. So let's do that asterisk or operation dot equals multiply. Alright, and we're gonna print multiplication dot multiply values. Make sure we do these conversions. Double dot parse double num1 and double dot parse double num2. Now let's do this last one. If operation dot equals division, so do that little slash, that backward slash, or operation dot equals divide. We're going to print division dot divide values, double dot parse double num1 and double dot parse double num2. Right, bam. It's that simple. See, it's really easy. Now last thing is that while loop in. Make sure to add like a little system that exit, just for assurance to know that when this loop is done, the code is done, like the program terminates. Alright, so that's just a little bit of assurance right there. Alright, now let's run this and see how this works. It'll take some time to build. Press any key to continue. 1, let's do 1 times 5. 5. Press any key. Let's do 2 times 6. 12. Alright, now let's do 20 times. Oh wait. Press any key to continue. Let's do 20 times 5. 100. Alright, now let's do some division. 100. Oh, any key. 10. Let's do 100 divided by 10. 10. Let's do 1. Let's do 100 minus 5. 95. E to exit. Terminates the program. Boom. That's it. That's all you need to do. See how easy that was. Alright. So, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Leave a comment. I'll get back to you. You guys have a good one. Peace.